Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You want to put it more? Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu. Vibhaktam eva chastitam. Bhuta bhatri cha tajgyeyam. Krasishnu prabhavishnu cha. Can everyone see Bhagavad-gita? Please read the translation and purport in Japanese, and for those who don't understand, you can read it in English ourselves. Papa? There's no Sanskrit quoted? No. Here the Sanskrit is given. Yato va imani bhutani jayante. Yena jatani jivanti. Yat prayantyapi samvishanti. Tad brahma. Tad brahmeti. Tad avivisham. Tad vijigyasasva. Tad brahmeti. Actually, I think it's a little mixed up here. Anyway, the example is given of how the sun is in the sky and everyone thinks, well, the sun is shining on me, but the sun is one. So in the same way, Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. Where else is it stated in Bhagavad-gita the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart? Two well-known verses in Bhagavad-gita state this. Two well-known verses in Bhagavad-gita state this, that the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam. Hriddeshe, in the area of the heart. Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati means the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. Another well-known verse in which the same thing is stated. Sarvasya Chaham Hriddhi Sanivishta. I'm situated in everyone's heart. And one place Krishna says, I'm situated in everyone's heart. In another place he says the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. Does that mean he's referring to someone else? Sometimes people ask why he says like that, as if he's speaking about someone else. But actually he's not speaking about someone else, he's speaking about himself. He speaks in the third person, the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. Please just try to listen. During class usually everyone has something else to do, like picking their nails or something like this. But if you try to listen, there'll be more benefit from this. Now I'll give an example that the temple president may make an announcement to all the devotees. Announcement? He may say to all the devotees, he may say that it is the temple president's responsibility to maintain order within the temple. He himself is the temple president, but he says it is the temple president's duty to keep order in the temple. He says that it is the temple president's duty to keep order within the temple. He could say it is my duty to keep order in the temple, but he says it is the temple president's duty to emphasize that it's not because him as a person it's his duty, but because of the post that he holds. Not that it is inherently me, but because I've taken this position, therefore I have this duty. So Krishna refers to himself, Ishvaras Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. He refers to himself, the Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart. And how does the verse continue? Anyone can say? Brahmayan Sarva Bhutani Yantrarudhani Mayaya. You kind of half learned it, but you have to see where the Dirga and Hrasva, you have to see all this. Otherwise, the meaning may change. So he says that, practically he's saying that in my capacity as the Supreme Lord, I am situated in everyone's heart and overseeing their wanderings in various machine-like bodies. So Krishna is here referring to himself as the Supreme Controller. In this chapter also, this chapter 13, from which today's verse is taken, that is emphasizing Krishna's position as the Paramatma or Super Soul. Yeah, you want to give me this? Oh, this is a better edition. This one's fallen to pieces. So this is the beginning of theology, to understand who is God. To understand God is the Supreme Controller. Therefore in Bhagavad-gita we find such topics discussed as in this chapter, nature, the enjoyer and consciousness. The enjoyer and consciousness. It's a difficult job translating, huh?
Yes. I have wanted it for many years. It's difficult to remember what you said.
Okay, I'll speak in
shortly, please.
Short clauses. So this knowledge of God is the beginning stage of theology. To understand that we are not God. In this material world, everyone is trying to be like God. Ishvaraham aham bhogi. I am the controller, I am the enjoyer. We wrongly think. But Krishna describes how he is the controller, he is the enjoyer. So to accept Krishna's supremacy is the beginning of theism. However, the message of Bhagavad-gita is not simply to accept that Krishna is God. The message of Bhagavad-gita is not simply to accept that Krishna is God, but it is to love Him, not simply to be in awe of Him, not simply to be in awe of Him. So you can help.
Wow.
Awe, A-W-E. Or can mean O-R, means or it can be O-R-E, growing or.
Not just like if you saw the president walk in Japan, you'd be like this kind of move.
You'd really be surprised. But higher theism is not to bow to Krishna, but to slap him on the back. Or maybe climb on his back. We have a description in Nectar of Devotion how the cowherd boys would sometimes climb on Krishna's back. You don't have that in Japanese? What's the name in Japanese? Nectar of Devotion?
Maybe 21, 22, something. 21st or 27th.
What's the title in Japanese, Nectar of Devotion?
Chapter. I don't know so well what the chapter number is. That Krishna and his friends, sometimes they would separate into two groups and have a mock fight. And whoever loses, the losing party has to carry the winning party on their back. So sometimes Krishna would be in the losing party and he would have to carry the victors on his back. So in a relationship of love, one can overstep formality. So actually Krishna is teaching us how to love him in a very intimate relationship. But first of all comes respect. Without respect, there cannot be love. So first of all, we should understand how Krishna is God, how he is the Supreme Controller, by bowing down to him. In Japan, you should know. They don't offer full obeisances here. Only standing bowing. No dandavat. No? You don't do it? In the temple. In the temple. Mostly bowing like that. But in the temple, no one bows down actually. In the traditional Japanese temple, they bow down. Actually, this standing bowing you don't see in Indian culture at all. It's like this.
ありますでしょうか。日本の裏ではな、立ったまま。
He's bowing. Maybe slight inclination of head, but bowing like that you don't see. Anyway, that's a cultural aside. So in the beginning there should be proper respect, and that can develop into pure love. But that pure love, to develop that pure love, the respect can actually be an obstacle. Just like Arjuna when he saw the universal form. And he realized that Krishna is God. And he apologized to Krishna. That, I insulted you many times. That we would lie on the same bed together and I would joke with you. I didn't realize your exalted position. So Arjuna at this time is becoming very respectful towards Krishna, more than he had been in the past. So we might think that's very good. If someone who's living in this apartment building who's not a devotee, they start to come and offer respect to Krishna, we'll think that's very good, isn't it? But in Arjuna's case, he was coming down from a higher position to offer respect, because his natural position is to be beyond respect. He says, Sakheti Madhva, I was thinking of you as my friend, but now I realize that you are God. But Krishna thinks, well, I prefer you to think of me as a friend, not as God. So this respect is actually an obstacle to this natural flowing of free devotion, natural flowing devotion to Krishna.
これは natural flowing
devotion. We cannot imitate this, but we should develop our respectful feelings towards Krishna. But at the same time, we should develop loving feelings for Krishna. Just like, what is her name? Pamela has brought some nice flowers. No one asked her to bring flowers, but she thought, let me bring some nice flowers. So that's very nice. We should offer something to Krishna. This way we will develop our love for Krishna. So always try to bring nice things to Krishna. You may think, well, what difference does it make? There's already flowers in the temple, and Krishna already has everything, so why should I bother offering anything to him? But it's a matter of love, that we like to bring something to Krishna, because we think he will be happy. So Krishna asks for that. Bring me leaf, flower, fruit or water. So what will Krishna do with leaf, flower, fruit and water? Is he hungry? Is he thirsty? He's feeding the whole world. Not only that, here it's said that he devours and develops all, but he recognizes the love in even the most small offering. So we cannot imitate the exalted position of Arjuna or other devotees who have a very natural loving relationship with Krishna. But we shall develop our love for Krishna by following the process of Bhakti Yoga. In the beginning especially, we have to understand who is Krishna, the supreme enjoyer. He is God. So that we can remove from our hearts the misconception that we are God. We are the enjoyer. We are not the enjoyer. Krishna is the enjoyer. So let us bring nice things for Krishna. He will enjoy. He will enjoy our offering of love to him. And having said that, I will finish here, because if we're going to go on Harinam Sankirtan, we better go soon, because it's getting late. Any question? Yeah, please ask. Oh, you have so many questions.
I was thinking about the movie. I was asked one question. I was asked Krishna says that he pervades everything, right, as a super soul. So I was just wondering, in the spiritual world, how does he do that?
He's there.
Always.
He is.
Not as a super soul.
He's there in front of everyone, so.
Oh, really?
Yes. Krishna is there. It's not that there's cows, gopis, River Yamuna, and then Vrindavan forest, and Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. No, Krishna. He's there. That's why they're there. If he wasn't there, they'd all leave. They'd all go on strike. We don't want to be here without Krishna. Krishna is the center. Vrindavan Krishna is the finisher of all eyes. It's the first words I ever read from Prabhupada's books.
So everyone's only seeing Krishna.
That's a lot to translate. Well, we can summarize it and say that in the spiritual world, Krishna is always there, and everyone is always seeing him. You can just say that just summarize. Okay, lift this up a bit. So, in the material world, Krishna is present in everyone's heart and is overseeing their activities. But in the spiritual world, all are pure devotees, and Krishna is their heart, because in their heart they know nothing but Krishna. Sadhava hridaya mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham aranyatena jananti naham tebhyo managapi. Krishna says that sadhus, they're in my heart, and I'm in their heart, because they know nothing but me, and I know nothing but them. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati tasyaham nah pranashyami sachame nah pranashyati. Krishna says, for one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost to him, and he is never lost to me. So, we should go to the spiritual world and see Krishna face to face. You may know the story of Bilvamangal Thakur. You don't know. He was a blind sadhu. He was living in Vrindavan for 700 years. So, Krishna used to come and tease him every day. And then Krishna would play tricks on him and then run away. And Bilvamangal would say, you can try to run away from me, but you cannot go, because I've captured you in my heart. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So if we all want to go on Hare Nam, we should go pretty soon.
Like Arjuna saw the universal form, so immediately he after that came under Yoga Maya or not? Because if he doesn't come under Yoga Maya, then he will always see that form and always he will respect Krishna. Does he come immediately after that under Yoga Maya to know?
No, we find in Bhagavad-gita he's respecting Krishna. Could you understand the question? Alright, maybe we can leave it. He's respecting Krishna, but then when the fighting goes on, then he's not thinking any big philosophy. He's just, now I'm surrendered, and he's fighting. And in the fighting, he's treating Krishna as his chariot driver. In the fighting, Arjuna is treating Krishna. In the fighting, Krishna is treating Krishna as Krishna, because another name for Arjuna is Krishna. Now you're confused. So in the fighting, Arjuna is thinking. Now in the fighting, Arjuna is thinking of Krishna as my chariot driver. In the middle of the fight, there's no time for bowing down and offering arati. Every split second counts. Nanosecond. Every second. Every second, every half a second, every quarter second, 8 seconds, 16 seconds, 32 seconds. Nanosecond. You know what nanosecond means? Nanosecond means very short time. Blip. The time it takes to say blip. There are many nanoseconds in that. What exactly is the definition?
10 to the power minus 9 seconds.
That's pretty short time. But some things happen in that time, otherwise they wouldn't bother having it, right? What's measured in that time? Movements of subatomic particles.
Yeah, electrons are light, speed of light.
Movements of subatomic particles which don't exist. Do they exist or don't they? Anyway, never mind. It's alright. It's not a science class. So, Hare Krishna. Oh, I should show my books. I'd like to show here the books there. I'm writing many books on the subject matter of Krishna consciousness. Not on the subject matter of how to enjoy this material world. Not on the subject of how to get more money. But on the subject of how to be Krishna conscious. So these books are available here. And if you'd like to take them, you're most welcome to do so. And give a little donation to help for printing more books. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Expert translation.